Sleep and stress are closely linked, something you may know if you're always tired or stressed out. So joining us with tips to calm your anxiety and finally get some rest is sleep expert Alanna McGinn. We need to sleep. That's why I love having you on the show with us. So why is it important to get your stress in check for a better sleep?
Well, when we manage our stress before we go to bed, it's going to help us get a good night's sleep. Because if we're going to bed and our stress levels are very high, that's going to promote more lighter sleep throughout the night. It's also going to promote more disrupted sleep throughout the night. So today we're talking all about stress management to get a better night of sleep. We're going to be playing a little game called Have I Ever?
Okay.
And you're going to be saying certain statements, and if we agree with those statements, we're going to raise our hand.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Sounds good. Let's start. So, have you ever struggled to fall asleep because of the constant to-do list going on and on in your head? Let's go to our experts. Have you ever? Okay, all of them. All of them. So
myself included. Yeah,
too.
I mean, getting that to-do list off out of your head before you go to bed can be a game changer for a good night of sleep. Yeah. So prepare for your morning at bedtime. Take 20 minutes out of your bedtime routine, right? And do things like pack your lunch for the next day. Choose your outfit. Actually write out your to-do list so you're giving your brain that dump. Get your supplements ready with your breakfast to take. And a great supplement to include at breakfast is the Jameson Advanced Multi-Energy Support. So this has 100% of Health Canada's recommended daily dose for vitamins. It's also going to give you a caffeine boost because it's got natural coffee beans inside of it.
Ooh,
yeah,
okay.
so get that to-do list out of your head by getting prepared for the morning.
I do all of those things. Make it automatic. Make it automatic.
Exactly.
Okay, let's talk about our bedtime routines. Okay, experts, have you ever put as much thought into your own bedtime routine as you do for your kids? I would say I do. Do you put as much thought? No? Sarah, a little bit? Okay, Sarah, I'm going to let you comment on that.
I don't have kids.
Right?
So it's all me every night.
Yeah. And are you good? Are you good with you? Are you doing your bedtime routine?
I'm like that annoying person who sleeps well.
Me too. I'm a good sleeper too, but hang on to that, girl.
Yeah.
You hang on tight. Amanda, how about you?
I feel like when I do have kids, so there were a couple of years where it was a bit rough, but when I finally just acknowledged like our routine is a little bit later, so like we get up a little later, school starts a little later, we can go to bed a little later, it helped.
Yeah.
There you go. You took the pressure off yourself too, which is really, really good. Talk to us a little bit about that.
I think it's important to choose bedtime routine activities that actually you want to do. Because sometimes we include things that we don't necessarily, like if you're not a bather, don't have a bath at bedtime, because then you're just going to be miserable at bed. At your bedtime, right? So include, and you can also include supplements for your bedtime routine. Now, including bedtime nightly supplements is great for your sleep plan, but always check with your doctor first.
Right.
But you can include something like Jameson's melatonin 5 milligram fast dissolve chocolate mint tablets.
That's what I take.
So these are formulated, they're going to help restore our sleep patterns. They're going to help correct our biological clock, because when we're stressed, our cortisol levels increase and our melatonin suppresses, which is not what we want to do at bedtime, right? So work with your external environment, darkening up your room as best you can, but including a great melatonin tablet can help as well. And then choose a thought trapper. So this is my little kind of trick.
Okay.
Choose an object on your night table, right? And you're going to give it a little tap before you go to bed, and visually imagine you dumping all your stress, all your worries, and it's going to hold it for you all night. So it's out of your head.
Okay.
And
I'm so sorry, Bird.
I know.
There's a lot going on. But I'm going to give it to you.
And in the morning, you just pick it back up and go on with your day and work through those problems. So create a little thought trapper.
That's very smart. I love that idea. Okay, how about this one? Have you ever watched the clock count down in the middle of the night? And you're doing the math, and the math ain't mathin'. You're like, oh, if I go now, I can get 3 hours of sleep. Oh, if I go now, I can get 2 hours and 45 minutes of sleep.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
We've all done it. So we have to quit. I always say quit trying so hard to sleep, right? Because sometimes it can be so hard. So if you have to get out of bed, if you're tossing and turning more than 15 or 20 minutes, it's okay to get out of bed. Do a little activity like maybe a bedtime puzzle, something outside of your bedroom.
Okay.
But if you find that you're clock watching, set your alarm so you trust that it's going to go off, but turn it around. You don't need to know what time of night it is when you're trying to go to bed, because that's just going to heighten any stress or anxiety that you might be feeling.
Totally. I turned the brightness down on my clock all the way to almost I can't see it, so that I will stop looking at it.
Yes, I love that.
Okay, have you ever planned an activity just for you that didn't have to do with your family or your job? Absolutely, I do this. And all four of you do it too. Julie, give me a sense of what you do.
So I've recently taken up painting. I've started to embrace the artistic side, and then also I've taken dance classes, which also tired me out a little bit because it's a little bit of cardio.
I've seen you dancing on your Instagram.
Very dramatic.
No, but we should all be doing the things that brought us joy as kids.
It
if
does
you want to
help.
go do a hula hoop, go pick up a hula hoop and do it. It doesn't matter if you're like 67.
Absolutely.
Like, do stuff that brings you joy. Right?
Nothing's going to bring down stress more than physical activity. Getting our body moving, filling that drive for sleep throughout the day is going to do it. Or bringing in that creative outlet to bring us that joy and happiness. Maybe it's, taking up crocheting, knitting, dancing, painting, whatever you want to do. But to get physically active and to bring in more creative, we need to bring in more energy, right? So this is where you can choose something like the Jameson Energy Adaptogen Booster Powder. So what I love about it, features a combination of ingredients like reishi mushrooms, ashwagandha, ginseng. This is going to help relieve general weakness and fatigue. Maca, which is a powerful antioxidant, and it has no flavor. So you can put it in any drink on the go. If you want a simpler route, you can go with the Jameson B12 1000 microgram fast dissolve vitamin. So just this simpler form to get that energy. It's going to break down carbs and protein and fat into energy.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much, because we all want to get a good sleep tonight.